So welcome to Smart ER again, and today's video is going to be repairing one of these. This is one of my two keys. As you can see, probably most of you know by now, the rubber parts of the key that they use for opening and closing doors and the hatch, they actually come off, which is my second key. They break, they shred, so I thought we'd get one and put it together. So I got this off Amazon. I'll put the link of where I got it from in the description below. It cost me about £7. It's also got a spare blank key for it as well. So let's get it open and have a little look. Ooh, a bag within a bag. How lovely. So here we go. Here's the blank key. Well, we'll just put that to one side. I'm not going to use that. And the components. So there's 4 components altogether, but we're only going to use 3 of them. So we've got the actual rubber bit itself. That's the bit that normally perishes, and as you can see, it's a one-piece unit. So that actually sits inside a sort of a housing. So it sits inside this bit. So we'll replace our new one, our old one, with this new one, and then this is a sort of a locating hub for the rubber buttons. So again, let's look at the one of the damaged ones. So we'll look at the worst one. This is the one where it's actually been totally broken. Otherwise the key isn't that bad, but this is the bit we're going to have to take off. Now, to get to it, I'm just going to use an ordinary flat blade screwdriver in this area, and we're just going to twist it very gently. There was virtually no pressure with that at all. Then we just lift it off gently. As you see, no vicious moments, because I've not done this before, so I'm just playing this by ear. Gently turn it over in case anything falls off, and there we are. There's all the circuitry. There's all the coding for your key. Now, this is the top plate. So this is the bit that goes on the top. So this is like a shroud, I suppose, and then your rubber. The rubber button, they actually sit inside it. So I'm just checking it for fit, really. So this is the new piece on top of the old key, and it does work. It does work really well. It looks like original equipment. So we'll get the old one as well. So let's go back to the original. So this is the one that I took apart. So this circuit board actually is located on with 2 lugs. You can sort of see them diagonally opposed. We'll get into it in a little bit more. But as you can see, it's quite robust, so don't worry if you take it off, it shouldn't just fall out. So there's the new top cap, or the new housing. There's the new rubber, which just only goes in one way. So you just locate that in. That was easy, and it's a lovely fit. It's been a long time since I've seen those 3 buttons look like that. Good. Now, flipping this over, and this is where I love to do things like take photographs just to make sure in case I lose it. I know I've got a spare key if it comes off and I don't know which way to put it back on, but this is what I'm doing now. I'm just taking a couple of photos just to make sure. Now, we want to make sure that when we take things off, they come off in the right order, and we want to make sure they go back in the same order. So this is what the circuit board sits on. So this is in the old one as well. So here's the old one again. So what we're going to do, we're going to gently, very gently, as near to the lugs as we can, just put a flat blade screwdriver underneath it and just push against it, and it literally just pries away. There's no glue, there's no adhesive, it literally just comes out all in one. So flipping it over, it doesn't come off. And I've noticed now, look, that the rubber insert, the rubber keys are stuck to the shroud, to that shroud which is to the right of the screen. So that can just be peeled away. Now I'm trying to line up all the holes here so we can see clearly against the background of the floor there's 6 holes. So, but there's one little one. So there it is, look, see at 12 o'clock, see right at the top. I'm trying to line them up, so flip it over so that when I take anything off, I literally just prise it off and transfer it over in one go. So let's try it again, very gently underneath the lug. See those little, you'll see it when you take it off, they're like little diametrically opposed little pins. So again, we just prise them off gently. There's virtually no pressure at all there, and it does come off. So now that it's loose, I'm trying to identify how the holes match up with the new one that I've got here, this one. So line them up as though they both have circuitry in them, and you just transfer one over onto the other, and they go onto these lugs here. It's pretty easy really, but I just get a bit concerned that I do some damage, and I don't want you guys to make a mistake and blame me for it. So there we are, it was simple as that. It was worth taking time just to put those in order that you can see one coming off, one going on. So there we are. So now we've got the new rubber keys and the new top cap, and we're going to place the circuitry inside. Now again, there's the locating lug there and the locating hole, and you literally just pop it in. See, just look at it like that, flip it over, have a look at where that little locating lug is. I'm pointing at it now. So that locating lug goes in that funny off-center hole we saw there, that one, it goes in there. So you literally just make sure that lines up so that the circuitry lines up with the button, so that when you press the lock button, the doors lock, and when the unlock button is pressed, the unlock, etc, etc, you get it in the tailgate. And that's pretty much it. So this now just gets gunked up, so the girls and my wife had hand cream and stuff, and I do a fair bit of walking with the dog, as you all know if you've been an avid watcher. The big gunk and grime around the key, so I've just scraped that away, and it literally just pushes on and should just clip into location like that, and it does so. What I will say is, after I've done this, it does work, it does stay together, but I didn't feel that confident that if my keys, as they were battering around, were rattling around, that it would stay on. So I just put a teeny bit of glue on either side, just on 2 edges of that circle. But I've tested the lock and unlock mechanism, it works fine. All done, cup of tea time. Thanks for watching.